Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be sort of just some of our favorite holiday traditions that we try to do year after year. Some of our traditions are things Zach and I have done since we first started dating, and some of our traditions we add new things each year to. But overall, these are some of our favorite things to do each and every Christmas season. One of my absolute favorite memories is growing up, my grandmother used to write a Christmas letter, and she would always mail it in a Christmas card, and she would talk about the family. And I always just thought that was so cool. Back before social media was a thing, it was the way to kind of just give a recap of the previous year and mail it out to all your friends and family so that they could be caught up on what happened in your life that year. And I always just thought that was so cool. So the very first year when Zach and I were together, when we were married, obviously our first Christmas, we already had Sebastian. So that year I started a tradition and started writing our own Christmas letter and mailing it out with our Christmas card. And it's something I really treasure doing. So this year's Christmas letter was obviously a little bit crazy, you know, after the year we've had, but it was so fun packaging up our Christmas cards and our Christmas letters this year. And then of course Sebastian's at an age now where he can actually help me put them in the mail, and that just made it even more special. Tradition that we kind of started last year was actually going and getting some form of Christmas decoration. Last year we found a really cheap Santa at Walmart for our outside, and I always just adore Christmas decorations. So when I saw this one last year, we just had to buy it, and I said last year that each year we would try and buy some kind of yard decoration. Well, this year we didn't buy a yard decoration because we couldn't find any that were reasonably priced, and obviously this was something that was supposed to be fun, not spending an arm and a leg on. So this year's special gift that I guess we bought for decoration was a singing cactus, which, as you can tell, Sebastian absolutely loves, and it's so fun to see him go over and press the hand and just dance around the room with it, and it just adds a little bit of extra magic on the inside this year. That's another one of the really fun things about this Christmas, is that he's big enough to really enjoy each and every tradition in a new way and enjoy it even more than he did when he was just a baby. The next tradition that I absolutely love doing is ornaments and Christmas plates. So this started our first Christmas with Sebastian. I wanted to do something to kind of remember the size of his handprints for ourselves, but I also knew that our families would love to remember his handprints and his feet at the size they were for his first Christmas. So that year I decided that everyone's gifts would be a salt dough ornament as well as a ceramic plate that was painted. So each year since, this will be the third year, we have continued that tradition. So it's really fun to look back and see the way that his feet have grown. Specifically on our plates that I have at the house, somehow I managed to actually do left foot, left foot for his 3 Christmases. So it's kind of like we're able to remember him walking through each year and kind of have a stepping stone path, which I think is really special. And this year too, it was super fun because he was actually big enough to help mix the dough and help, you know, really push his hands into the thing. It wasn't like we were forcing him to do anything. He was very involved, which made it even more fun. And thinking about next year and doing these traditions with 2 little babies just makes me even more excited for next Christmas. Of course, I'm enjoying this one with just Sebastian as his last Christmas as an only child, but definitely looking forward to the memories we get to make next year as well. Another tradition that we really like is going and looking at Christmas lights. I think this is something that a lot of families do, but for us, normally we would go and do like a big light show. We would go and like drive through somewhere like that. Well, obviously this year there's just not as many things going on, and plus with everything just financially, it didn't make sense to go into a big light show, and time-wise, we just didn't really have time to squeeze in another big event. So, growing up, this kind of makes it even more special to me, because growing up, I remember on the way home from church or on the way home from wherever we had been, my dad would always stop and drive through different neighborhoods. Just, you know, one neighborhood this night, a different neighborhood the next night. And on the way home, we would just drive through, look at Christmas lights, and then go home. And that was so special, and it was so fun just looking at all of like the classic Christmas lights, the way that people decorate. Nothing fancy, nothing out, you know, nothing super crazy, but just really fun. And I remember those really special memories growing up. And so this year, we kind of decided to do that same approach. So we went and we got some Starbucks hot chocolate. We got Sebastian his own little mini cup, and we went and just drove around town. Luckily, because of everything going on with this year, there was actually a page shared on Facebook that had a ton of different addresses around our town where people had decorated their houses. So we were able to use that to know which neighborhoods to go to, and it was so much fun to just drive around and see all the lights. And again, this year was super fun because he's big enough to really enjoy it. So hearing him just saying, "Ho ho light," and staring out the window in just amazement was just so much fun. And we really enjoyed being able to do that this year as a family. Another tradition that we kind of started really even before Sebastian was born, our first Christmas when we were just engaged, Zach and I did this, and I love it. We would go and take a Santa photo at the mall and buy one of like a really nice like light up frame to put the picture in. And so now we actually have Cairo's first Christmas. He was our baby before Sebastian was. And so we have our, you know, very first like family photo with just me and Zach and Cairo in a light up frame. And then the next year we have Sebastian's first Christmas, and then last year and this year we were able to go and pick out our frame, even though we didn't do the whole Santa thing this year the way that we have in the past, just because I really wanted a classic Santa photo, not necessarily a COVID protected Santa. So we have a different photo we're going to insert into this year's frame, but still going to pick out the frame and waving to Santa is always so much fun. Another fond memory I have is not always the same, and we kind of do this year round, to be honest, but I just love baking. I think there's something special about baking at the holidays especially, and having a child makes it, again, even just so much more magical. So this year, we're making banana bread, and that's something that we could, like I said, probably eat year round. It's one of mine and Zach's favorites, and it's so fun to make banana bread any time of year, but especially at Christmas. It's just more fun to bake at Christmas. So that's another favorite tradition, is just, you know, baking cookies and different things for Santa each year. And the last super special memory that I want to kind of elaborate on is each year since having Sebastian, Zach and I have gone to Southern Belle Farms. I've said this in so many videos, especially the video where I actually filmed and vlogged our day there. But this is something that's so special, is going to Southern Belle and seeing the Santa there and doing all of the Christmas activities. And we do go year round for different seasons and whatnot, but there's something special about the Christmas season and going and taking our Christmas card photo and getting to see Santa and just doing all the fun things at the farm together as a family. And we're usually there with extended family, which makes it even more fun. So I will link to this year's vlog video above, but this is another one of my absolute favorite memories. These are a few of my favorite Christmas memories that I have from the years of having a child, from just growing up. These are some of my favorite things that I look forward to each Christmas. Obviously, there's so many more, and I'm so excited for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day this year. You know, the magic of waiting to see Sebastian's eyes on Christmas morning when he sees what Santa brought definitely is something I'm really excited for, especially this year, just because he's so much bigger. But these are a few of our favorite memories. Comment down below and let me know if you have any special memories from your family. I would love to hear them and chat with you guys in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. We have lots more videos coming throughout December, the rest of December. And of course, going into the new year, we'll have new videos as well. And a baby on the way. So lots and lots of fun videos to come. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!